It's part 2 of our modular home segment. Last week we showed you how they make them in a factory. Now we'll take you to the job site to see the finished product.
We're here in Elmsford, New York in Westchester County for the setting of a modular home. And if you think you knew what modular homes look like, you're going to have to think again. Today, they're bigger and better than ever. We're joined by Mike Gallagher here from Westchester Modular Homes, and he's going to explain to us a little bit about what's going on back here. Mike, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about what we're looking at back here.
Well, what we're doing today is we're setting a 4-box modular unit. This is a 2-story colonial model. It's coming in 4 pieces. As you can see, we've already set 3 of the modules that were pre-built in the factory. We're bringing them in, we're craning them up, we're setting them on the foundation.
How much does that weigh?
That box right there probably weighs between 17,000 and 18,000 pounds. That particular box is probably the heaviest because it has a roof and probably both bathrooms in the back.
Mike, how do you get the different sections to be airtight?
Well, what we'll do is when we bring the modules together is we'll take a foam sill seal and we'll fold it over, staple it to one side, bring the boxes together, and then we'll use what's called a come-along, which is kind of like a car jack with a chain, and they'll crank the boxes together and compress the foam seal to keep air infiltration from getting between the modules.
That's unbelievable. So it'll be as airtight or more than a regular home.
As airtight or more, and as you see in the factory, we're insulating from the outside rather than the inside, and you can fill a lot of the crevices that you can't get to when you're crawling around from the inside.
How long does this whole process take?
You should be done by the end of the day. The roof will be raised, and the house will be weather tight by the end of the day today.
Fantastic. How much is actually done when you're done today?
When we're done today, the house is going to be 75 to 80% complete. There's still going to need to be plumbing and electric hookups, some sheetrock between the modules, doors to be hung, flooring to be put down, but we're 75 to 80% done today.
And how do you get these huge pieces of home to an area like this? And this is kind of a small street.
It is a tiny street, and what we'll do is we just use oversized loads. These boxes are about 13 feet wide. They'll have flag cars, the oversized load. I'm sure a lot of people have seen oversized loads going down the road. We get it into the street. In this particular set, we're setting them one at a time.
We're joined by Joe Zeck. Joe is the owner of the modular home that we watched being set this morning. And Joe, thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Tell me a little bit about what you're thinking as you stand here and you watch your home being set, and you're going to be living here soon.
We're really excited. My wife and I, it's a dream come true.
Sure.
Finally happening, and you know, we just can't wait to see it complete.
What was the idea of going with a modular home? Did you explore other options? How was that process like?
Yeah, we did. We explored custom build homes, and the biggest thing was the initial startup cost. It was a lot lower with the modular, and the quality is the same, if not better.
All right, so what are your expectations in terms of the quality? You expect it to be just as good as a regular home? Or?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when you started looking at the modular home, what kind of options did you have?
There are several different companies in the area, and we decided to go with this company because they had the most options within the house. You could really change your floor plans, your tiles, your flooring, everything. You can really do whatever you want.
Right. And when you thought about getting a modular home, did you have a preconceived notion of what they were like and were surprised to find out that there was maybe more than what you thought?
Yeah, I think so, and especially with the initial companies that we looked at, it was very basic. You're required to do a lot of work on your own, which is something I really didn't have time for. Right. And the quality really wasn't what we wanted. Okay. And when we found Westchester Modular, we were really excited to see that they put out a great product.
These homes have certainly come a long way. So if you're building a new home, you might want to consider a modular home.